guys, welcome back to Vlogmas day 11. So today is going to be a tiny bit different than usual. Well, maybe not. We'll see. Oh man, I'm so congested today, so sorry if I sound really nasally. I feel like I've been sounding really nasally like for the last couple months, and I just cannot kick it, and I don't know what to do. Like, I take allergy medicine and everything, and it's just, I sound so nasally. But that's beside the point. So yeah, today I'm just gonna talk about my weight loss while traveling. I know that I've been traveling for quite some time, and honestly, I've been the most successful while traveling. I know people are always like, oh, like when I go on vacation, or when I go for anything, like out of town, like I gain weight, like, or they're always like, I've got to lose weight before I go on vacation, and then they get to vacation and then they gain weight, and then they end up right where they started. And it's like this cycle, and I used to be in that cycle too. It was always, oh, like summer body, or like, get started in at New Year's, or get started in the spring so I can have the summer body, or like lose 20 pounds or lose 30 pounds in like, however many weeks, like the 12-week programs. And I think the problem with those things are you're so hyper-focused for that short amount of time. And then after that short amount of time, it just falls to the wayside, like, and everything returns to normal. Or at least that's how I always ended up. Maybe you can find that relatable. I don't know, but that was my personal experience. I was always trying to get a better body by the summer. But then after, like, summer would hit, and then it would be like, oh, popsicles or ice cream, or all of these other, like, oh, watermelon. Oh, love watermelon, lots of grapes and everything. And then it would be like, okay, and then fall would hit, and then it's like, oh, cozy fall, or cozy winters. And then you just like pile back on the pounds, and then the next year comes and you start again. And it's that freaking cycle. And so when I told my, when I quit my 9-to-5 corporate job, everyone was like, oh, like, are you sure about that? Like, that structure. And I am a person who likes to have structure, but I'm also living in the Midwest. Winters are brutal. Like, my housemates are all sending me photos of all of the snow that they have gotten. And I'm just like, oof, I don't miss that at all. Not in the slightest. I don't miss the winters. But everyone was really concerned when I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna, travel as much as possible. And the good thing about traveling as much as possible is that there's no time to reset that cycle, because the cycle is ongoing. And I think that was also my problem over the summer, because over the summer I slipped back into my old habits. I mean, and yes, I was filled with grief at the time, but I still made choices that I'm not proud of. But even now, I think I would probably still make those same choices if I was still in that atmosphere, if I was still having my car and being able to drive to the nearest fast food. And that's a hard pill to swallow, because everyone's like, oh, after 28 days you can create new habits. And it's just I don't think that is really true. You might be more inclined to do something, but old habits die hard, real hard. And I think over the years, that's why I've been changing little things at a time, because I know if I go if I went fully gung-ho on things, there is no way that I would have been as successful as I have been. But I also think I could have done things a little faster, but no, I mean, I think people have like their natural cycle, and by cycle, like, it's like wants to lose weight, tries to lose weight, gets discouraged, or mainly me, wants to lose weight, has so much motivation disappears, has no discipline, wants to lose weight. And yeah, I think that is maybe more common than I'm thinking it is, but it's like, yeah, it's the motivation and then losing motivation and not having the discipline. I think that is where I kept getting stuck for so long. But that's why I started making small incremental changes. I think my first was just drinking more water, like sipping on more water throughout the day. And I was like, oh, okay, like this is super easy. And then I was like building upon that every single time. So then after that, it was like, okay, I want to meal prep. So then I would meal prep. I would still eat out, get my fast food every once in a while, but it was definitely less being like, oh, I already have this. Or like I would always make sure to bring my lunch to work. And, I just did that for years. I was like, okay, so like lunch, I'm always bringing my lunch. Like that is me now. Like I am the girl who always brings her lunch. And then after that, I was like, okay, like meal prepping dinners, like what can I do there? And then so like from my household, with all my housemates, it's like, okay, like what do you guys want to eat? Okay, like let me just meal prep for all of us so that everything is delicious, ready to go. And because, okay, the other reason is because if one of us wants fast food or one of us wants takeout, we're not hard to convince everybody else. So we all kind of have to be on the same page. And I think that took some time too, was just getting everybody on the same page. Like one of my roommates, he loves working out. He goes to work and he'll work out Monday through Friday. He loves it. That is his thing. That's how he like gets all of his stress to melt away. My other roommate, one of the other roommates, he has a very physical job. So he is moving, lifting, doing all that stuff day in and day out, like 6 days a week. And yeah, so like my downfall with living with people like that was when I was making our plates, I was making like, oh, you get a portion, but then I was eating the same portion. And remember, these guys are one, going to the gym 5 to 6 days a week. The other one is working, and his job is high activity all day. And he's like over 6 feet tall. Like, why am I eating the same amount as they are? And I think that once I realized that, I was like, oh my goodness, no wonder I have a problem. Like, no wonder I was gaining. Yeah. So that was the other thing, was just being like, okay, like, these are like things that I did not notice. But when I finally like looked at it and like took a step back, I was like, okay, I'm starting to see how I got to where I was. And sometimes it's a little hard, like a hard pill to swallow, but it's a necessary one. And yeah, like my roommate who loves working out, he always tries to get me to go to the gym, and I like classes at the gym, but like Zumba classes, I love Zumba. But he's like, oh, you should be like lifting weights and doing cardio, you know, and then like doing these machines and then doing like lifting heavy. And I'm just like, that doesn't sound fun to me. Like, in the slightest. And, you know, like, he understood after a while. I was like, yeah, like, this is going to be a waste of my money because I do not enjoy that. If I don't enjoy it, I will not do it. So always find something that you enjoy doing that easily fits into your schedule. So like now that I'm like abroad and everything, my main thing is just going out and walking. It's simple. I walk everywhere. I get my 10 to 15,000, sometimes more, depending on all the activities. But it's something I enjoy. I don't really think about it like I have to go get groceries, so I gotta walk there. Or if I don't have a laundry machine in the unit, I have to go carry my laundry and get it done. There's museums, there's parks, there's all of these other attractions that I can go do. So why would I want to be trapped in a gym? I don't. So yeah, finding something that you enjoy doing, I think is very key in having something that's going to last and be sustainable for you. And I think that's why traveling has helped me lose weight, not gain weight. It's mainly because I find activities that I like, or yeah, just I like walking around. I like seeing like interesting architecture on buildings. It's not even anything crazy. So it's just like, okay, like this is what we're gonna do. And I take you guys along if you guys watch any of those videos. But yeah, and I think that is why I have been successful this time around. Because every other time I would just slip back into old habits. And those old habits were keeping me fat. And I think that probably a lot of people are the same way. Because like I said, when I went back to the US I think it was July. Yeah, when I went back in July, I fell right back into those old habits. And it was shocking to be like, oh, like I thought I was over this. Like, how did I get here? Like, and I was like, okay. But I mean, obviously the good thing is I had minimal weight gain. I think I gained like 10 pounds in those like 3-ish months. So nothing too crazy, but because I was still actively trying, I was still going out and doing walks. I was going to the parks in my town, and I was still trying to be active, but my eating just was not on point. And like they say, like you cannot, outrun or out exercise a bad diet. Like, and it's true. I had definitely cut back a little bit on like what I had changed my order to be like less calories. And I thought to myself, like, that should be fine. But I'm not a person who counts calories typically. Like, I don't log any. I used to, like, years ago, use MyFitnessPal. And I still use it just to log my weights. But I don't, like, I don't track my food anymore. Because I just kind of, like, have, like, the same thing all the time. So it's not really that necessary. But in the States, my diet changes drastically. Well, it did this time anyways. So, yeah. I think next time I go back to the States, I'm going to have to log my calories, especially on days where I either eat out or get fast food. Because I'm still going to eat out. I'm still going to have fast food. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And I know that. Like, I live with these with these guys. Like, oh, we're gonna eat. You know, it's just I need to be more mindful about it in the future, and that's okay. But just being self-aware of that is the first step. But anyways, that is my nice little conversation for today, I guess. Like, I have so many things going on in my head right now, but I've probably been babbling for a while, and there's so many things I could keep talking about, but I think I'll just start talking in circles, to be honest. But yeah, so I'll cut it here. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.